Hey guys, welcome to our Friday edition and happy 21 days of lockdown if you are in SA and if you are in anywhere in the world. I hope that you are staying safe and you are healthy with your family, and if you are not affected by this, the order is to stay at home, guys. That people are dying there, people are affected, families are dealing with difficult time, difficult cases, and the best that we can do as as the society, responsible society, is to follow the guidelines and the rules that has been put in place, to eliminate to minimize the spread of the virus, because we know of, we're following in the news at what's happening, and it doesn't look good. And so it requires not only the government to participate, but also for us as well as individuals to be responsible, not to be policed like little children who do not know. We must be responsible and we must play our parts. And so this is our Friday edition, and you know that on Friday I come and I speak about tools and resources and some of the things that I've learned on my path that has helped me tremendously in my growth, and that when I started to apply these tools, then my life changed. And so today I wanted to speak about decluttering. The psychologist says that our external world are a reflection of our soul. That living in a space that is cluttered, it can makes our soul tired. And people who are depressed, even people who are sick, one of the things that creates that vitality and that well-being, even the flow of energy, is creating a space, where there's fresh air coming in and out, and there's order in the house. And as people who are in businesses and people who are taking control of our lives and living intentional lives, it's one of the things that we can cultivate and make it part of our practice. I know that decluttering is not a once-off thing. Some people declutter once a year, some people declutter every 6 months, some people declutter quarterly, depending where you are and who you are and the kind of, even the environment and the family that you live in. When we have children, we know that from time to time we need to go check in that closet, and also check also in our closet, because kids grow up and some of the clothes that they used to wear don't fit them anymore. And so, for us to increase our level of productivity, our creativity, our external world, which is our physical space, they need to reflect the transformation that is already happening on the inside of us. One of the things that was said by the psychologists is that, like I said, that working in cluttered place, they increase anxieties and increases stress. And when we are, when we are anxious and we are stressful, we are stressed, then we cannot be productive. And so we want to create a space that allows us to be productive. Like a messy home is a source for stress. And so if we want to do that, if we want to create a space for us that allows us to thrive, then we must clean up ourselves, because greatness does not come to meet us in our mess. Greatness requires us to elevate and to leave places that are weighing us down. We know that there are certain areas in our lives. I mean, there's even this quote that says that what you are working for and what you want will require a different kind of you. So what does that mean? It means that there has to be a change of mindset. It means that there have to be a change of habits. That some of the things that we do from time to time, they have to change, because what we think creates our actions, and our actions create our habits, and it's our habits that create our character, and it's our character that births our destiny. So if we don't clean up the way that we think, which is the mental clutter, if we do not clean up the way that we think about other people, the way that we think about ourselves, the way that we think about what is possible for us, because you cannot be successful beyond your own mind. If you think you are not deserving of success, you are not deserving to sit in certain environment, to be in certain tables with certain discussion with certain kind of people, then you cannot leap over the limitations that you have placed upon your mind. So it is very important as we evolve to see the limiting thoughts and the limiting mindsets that we have adopted along the way that are keeping us stuck and that are not allowing us to thrive. Because for us to meet who we really are, our greatest self, there has to be a certain shift that happens within our consciousness. And sometimes it just means that we just need to do a cleanup of what's happening around us. Because sometimes, when we clean, when you clean our house, I know for me, that it's a great feeling to be able to sit back and see the work that you have done, and look at and find some things, even some treasures, even in your house that you didn't even know they were there. Memories that probably you'll find a picture and you'll be reminded about someone else. So it's therapeutic, and it's something that we need to do. And as we are going through the time that we are going through as a nation and also as a country, we can take this time. It's a perfect time for us to look at our closet. It's a perfect time for us to sit back and switch off that TV and really pay attention at the movie that's happening in our mind, because what we think, it will create who we are. And so we can start there, we can start there and have a time for ourselves where we sit down. I spoke about journaling. I also spoke about gratitude. You can see some of the thoughts and blaming and some victim mentality that you have adopted over the years that have taken roots in your life, and you can uproot all those things. And it's form of decluttering, and decluttering is form of self-care, where you are really looking at areas in your life where you have you find yourself stuck, and be able to practically look. Because I know about law of attraction, and people say that you must write down what you want and you must visualize them, but certain things, they need you to get up and be able and do them yourself. They need and you can't go with faith alone. Faith without works is nothing, the Bible says. And so we need to put work into this thing. We need to put our hands in the plow and start working for us, for our lives, because our lives will not change unless that we change. And we cannot change when you do not know where to start. And it is high time that we realize that. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself as well, because like I said, decluttering is not a once-off thing. From time to time, you can sit back, take out your journal and look at your things, and even have certain things that you have planned to do. You don't have to do it once, once on only on day one. You have your children at home. You can even invite them, and you become, you make this team thing, and you continue doing the work that will fulfill you. So things like your wardrobe needs decluttering. Your purse, I know for us as women, our purse, where they give you these slips. I can't wait for a time where there's going to be an entrepreneur. I know that in Mr. Price they do, where they email you your receipts if you want your receipt. But our bags are full of receipts, and that sometimes we don't use. So we need to be getting rid of. And sometimes some people do very well, but some people don't. And so it's time that we look at even cards that no longer work. Those point system, probably you never use that shop anymore or whatever. But because when we are cluttered, it stops the flow. It stops the flow. But as creative beings, we need to clear our space so that we can be creative, we can be productive, we can even track our goals, our lives can be organized, and we can have a system in our home that goes on. And so I wanted to come in and speak about that. And just I don't know what comes up for you. I don't know if you have started already, but I felt that it's a good thing to start doing if you're not doing, and re-look at it if you're not really looking at it, and just to create that healthy environment, not only for our physical being, but also even for our emotional being, that we get to live that holistic life. And so I will see you on my next video. Leave a comment for me and hit a like button there. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you get to know whenever it is that I put on a video. So I will see you next time.